So Nyjah Houston in next. I want to welcome Andrew Cannon back into the booth with us.
Thanks, Paul.
Let's talk a little bit about Nyjah's performance here in Rio so far. He just squeezed into the finals.
Yeah, he just squeezed into the finals, but he had 2 great run scores in the semis. He had an 8.8 and an 8.9. So if he can continue on with that, it's looking like he's going to get a really good score as we move in.
That's right. He floundered a bit in best trick, but his runs were incredible in prelims.
I mean, he's already putting together an incredible run. I mean, the back 180 nose grind to straight and that back nose blunt were perfect.
Looks like he's doing such a good job of mixing up the tricks, too. You've got the flip tricks, you've got the really difficult rail tricks and ledge tricks.
And he doesn't pass up obstacles. He has a trick for everything on the course like that.
Hey, I wouldn't even fault him for it because he just jammed in so many tricks on every obstacle, like you said. They were tech, they were hard, they were flip tricks, they were just scary over crooks like that one. It's a great mix of danger and technical ability.
How does that compare to those semifinal runs that we saw, the 8.8 and the 8.9, Chris?
Well, the score's in, it's an 8.7, so I think it does compare. They were great runs.
First run score of an 8.7. I want to see what he brings to this. What do you think? What do you think's going through his head after seeing 9s go down so far?
2 things can be going through his head. It's either, what do I have? Can I do as well as they've done? Or it's, I'm good enough. I know what I'm doing. It's not a big deal, right? I did well already. I don't have 2 scores, but I've got all these tricks. So wait for my second score. You'll see it. It's great.
It looks like that's how he's approaching it.
Yeah, the confidence level was high. He looks like he's got a good playlist on. That matters.
He looks like he's feeling confident today. And there it is!
So talking about trick placement and what you do on your second run, he knows what to do more than anybody, and he does it with that back 180 nose grind. That is a 9-club run.
And I'm going to go back to the semifinal where he bailed that back 180 nose grind in the best trick section 3 times in a row, and he was mad at that trick, and he got vengeance right there in the final.
He has to feel really good about that. I mean, we feel really good about that. Look at how perfect he pinches it in. A lot of people kind of wiggle when they get into tricks, but not Nyjah. That's specific to Nyjah. I think that was 9.
9 club! 9.2.
But he is only 0.1 away with Jocelyn.
Yeah, I mean, it's bottlenecked up there. Okay, Nyjah coming in, needs an 8 to take the lead. Oh!
Easy 8. Look at that. Hey, that's the Nyjah that we all know and fear in the contest world.
Okay, no one hit that thing from Fakey yet until now.
There's a reason. That's insane. If you, okay, watch, you missed your tail right there. Now you're wrapped up on the rail, spinning. You can't see where you're going, and you don't have a skateboard to ride.
Wow.
Look how solid he landed it, too. Like, most people don't land any trick that solid.
That is a beautiful thing. Waiting on that score. Just needs the 8 or better. 9 club! 9.3!
Hey, that is a really fair score for that. Full cap back whip.
Now, Nyjah has...
He's got a good playlist. He's hyped on his song. Dude, he is so good. He saw the kickflip back whip, saw that it got scored good. Nobody else would ever step to that, but his tricks are so good, his skill's so high, he's like, hey, I'll do a kickflip back whip too. And if anybody can kickflip back whip that thing, it's Nyjah. Look how good he did it. Dare I say he did it better than Kelvin? He didn't do it first, though.
Same trick, maybe the same amount of points, because it was done to perfection. 9 club! Nyjah! 9.0.
There's a lot of 9 club shields being flashed on the Jumbotron right now.
Nyjah retakes the lead, 36.
The judges like.
It does get harder if you deepen that bag of tricks. It does get harder. Whoa! Wow. That right there is how you solidify leads.
Yeah, it is.
Lowest score, 8.7.
I mean, he is stoked. Kickflip back tail, that monster rail. Watch how he goes up. That was absolutely done perfectly. He has to make sure that he kickflips, but doesn't kickflip too hard, so that the tail, watch, he kicks his board just enough to flatten the board, not nosedive, not rocket it, so that he can get that tail up there and slide it all the way. And then to fall off of something face high, fakie, is always harder.
Yeah, going backwards that whole time is so sketchy.
Wow.
9.5.
9 point 180 nose grind 180. If he did that on the top turnbuckle, that is for sure.
Look at his focus. Here we go.
What's it gonna be?
Nyjah does it! 360 flip lip!
Yeah,
On the top
that's
rope.
it.
It's a game of skate out here.
How do you play a game of skate on something like that?
This right here is gonna force Kelvin into doing the craziest trick on his last attempt.
What do you give that, a 10?
That is so huge.
And perfect.
Also, first try ever. He wasn't doing that in practice.
No.
Amazing.
Amazing.
It's so hard to get it to stop in time, flip right. It almost goes into Smith grind. It almost over rotates. But his focus is so, it's so precise.
This is the Nyjah Houston we haven't seen in a little bit. And it is glorious, okay? This is unbelievable.
Boom.
9 club. No surprise, 9.6.
Oh, man.
One of the highest scores in SLS history.
No one can argue that. No one.